1 second. Kitty, can you say something to them while I find this game? HactoryGame.exe. There we go. Oh, good morning, everybody. Hi, I'm Old Man Sugarheart. I've made some progress off stream. I've discovered how to color things. As you can see, everything is red now, and that's great. I've made a lot of progress off stream. And we're working on like tier 5, tier 6 stuff. I've upgraded the whatever that is. Whatever's at the top of the space elevator. Significantly better. Let's see, my tractor still has gas. That's good. Let me give you the tour. You know what? Let's hop in, explore. Well, I guess I live here now. Hey, we're free. Let's climb up here. I'll give you a look-see. Honestly, I don't think much has changed here since the other stream. We got some wonderfully efficient things here. I've started stacking boxes whenever stuff is filled. My friend Bervin has been putting like dimensional gates on top of all the important things. He's just been rushing like Mercer Spheres and Summer Sloops. And so, it's just tons of stuff everywhere. I've got this factory over here, which makes like one thing for the big space elevator at a time. And it has made all of these that I need. It's still making them. We'll probably need more at some other point. I left my car up there. There's a new steel producing area up there. I've never used vehicles before, like tractors. And I wanted to try that, so I set up a depot. And it brings coal from like the nearby lake and delivers it to the depot. It's actually working surprisingly better than I thought it would. Oops. Meant to do that. Take that plant. And we'll go check out that. This is how I get around most days now. Got a fun little buggy. Let's see. I seem to be running out of fuel. Okay, the tractor's gonna die soon then. But yeah, this produces steel. I've got an alternate recipe. It takes iron ingots and coal. So like one more step with the iron and we can make much more efficient steel. This is my friend Bervin, Epic Chicken. But you can see by these floating arrows here, oh, there's the tractor. You got this, buddy. So he just delivers a big chunk of coal. And honestly, that's about as efficient as it needs to be. Like, that depot is full of coal. I thought it would be like really difficult to program one of these guys. But like, it doesn't really care about following what path you made exactly. It just floors it. Like, it'll crash and flip over. Well, I said it would. It's actually doing a lot better today for some reason. What's going on, man? Whenever I play off stream, you flip over and die like 8 times and respawn. But yeah, all it does is come over here, pick up the coal, move on. Other than that, I haven't been too distracted by objectives. I've got a personal objective. I want trains. And so I need lots of steel pipes. Steel pipes and steel beams, I think. So I want to build another steel factory. And so I built a device, which I will show you momentarily once I learn how to drive. Just squeeze under here. Perfect. I love my little buggy. Alright, what do I need for a steel factory? Let me make sure I have all the pieces before we head to the desert. It's gonna be a fun trip. Let's see. I want to take a crafting bench. I've already got a couple of miners over there. I'm gonna need constructor. Honestly, I think 2 constructors at least. I might even need a coal generator. If I make coal, then I'm gonna need water. I know the foundation stuff is already tucked away somewhere. Do I need a foundry? That's how I make steel, right? Yeah. Other than that, just a little storage. I need all these things. So I need a lot more cables and rotors. I got those. And you know what? I'm gonna steal a bunch of fuel because I'm gonna be out in the desert. And I can't imagine being able to power things up out there. Like, I don't have any power cables going all the way out there. Okay, I need cable and rotors. Cable and rotors. I think Got rotors in one of these. I'm gonna be embarrassed if I am completely out of rotors. I am. That was my old rotor factory. I only need 8. Surely I can find 8 lying around somewhere. That's some number of cables. Can I store some of these away? Nope. But I'm excited to show you guys the thing I built up there. It's gonna be a good time. Really? No rotors. Found all my rotors. Alright. You're coming with me. Alright, check this out. So, this is what they call a hypertube cannon. Uses the power of suction to suck you up and spit you out at, like, you can't tell, but this is a 45-degree angle. But, like, I'll give you an example. If I go through 2 of these, boop, boop, it launches you pretty far, right? If you go through 4, well, it would probably also do things if I didn't fall off a cliff. Hang on. I think this is 4. Nope, that's 5. But, see, it launches you even farther. I've got like 18 of these things hooked up. And so the way this works is in the Unreal physics engine. Like, it just kind of multiplies your velocity each time you go through one of these. And so your speed kind of grows exponentially. So if you go through all 18 of these, you're gonna meet God. Not only gonna meet him, you're gonna paint him red because you're gonna be a liquid. Alright, yeah, let's just launch ourselves to the desert, shall we? Whoop! This is fine. See that icon on my compass that says Death Crate? Yeah, you gotta remember to activate your parachute. I was curious what would happen if you went all the way out there. Turns out you die. In options, there's something you can tell it to A. Keep everything. There we go. Because it turns out you just kind of die a lot. For, like, reasonable things, but, like, I hate that that death crate's on my radar now. I don't know what to do about it. It's just out in the middle of the ocean there. I died before I could hit the mountain. But yeah, my hypertube launches you so high up in the air, I feel like you can safely parachute to like 60% of the map. I kind of want to point it straight up. Then I think I could make it to the entire world. The sun really set just like that? Oh hey, it's a galaxy. Pretty out here. Desert's got so many nodes. Like you can see them, like these little zits. Little copper, iron, all the things. I know there's some coal out this way. And somewhere out here I've already set up some miners. What I need to do is probably set up like a power plant over here. Is there any oil over here? It kind of looks like oil. No, I haven't unlocked oil power. I think I only have coal power. It's just a tiny little river here. What about over here? Can I set up a water extractor over here? So I could route this coal around along the river, create a little power plant, and then power my miners over there. One of these iron nodes, that one, will deliver iron over somewhere. Over there. We'll just have a steel plant out here near the coal, I think. Alright. It's decided. It's dark out here. Oh, a sphere. We'll get it someday. Yeah, this should definitely be big enough for like a water extractor, right? Who said that? Oh, it was you? Okay. Tons of space. Confirmed. So I clear this area a little bit so my coal plants look a little nicer. Alright. I've been getting a lot of pro tips on YouTube. One, I should be zooping. This is how you build a lot of foundations real quickly. I guess. Basically, use E, use R, use all the things. Do stuff like snap things to the world grid. I'm actually a little curious, like, how important that actually is. Alright, let us start building the power stations out here. If I... Is it right click on these? Middle click? Huh, yeah, middle click. Let's see, 3, 6, perfect. Just need to run water up to all of these. Like, I played with like water pumps and stuff, and I'm happy I don't need to do that again. We can be smart about this. Like, I want to try everything once. Here. Start. Need pipes. Come on, line it up. Doesn't really need to line up with that guy.
Fix-it pipelines can contain any fluid, including the water necessary for coal-powered generators. Note: water does not flow upwards by itself. While water extractors provide some lift, to truly defy gravity, consider the use of pipeline pumps.
How come I didn't get that tip when I was actually needing it? The first time I built these. Oh, I don't have enough copper sheets. I mean, I don't need them yet. Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna build a hugely inefficient what you call it? Who's fighting me? I see you. I'll get a conveyor belt that runs the entire length of the river. we'll get some coal over there. Somewhere around here. Hello. He evaporated. Okay. So I think the thing to do is create a splitter all the way up here. Feels awful. Having that many conveyor belts go all the way down there. What would... These are made of steel? Sounds really inefficient. Do have a lot of reinforced plates. Alright. I make 60 per minute. This moves to... Okay. So if that makes 60 per minute, I don't need to go faster than that. Gotcha. What are the other build modes on this guy? Straight. Nice. Kind of want to go up there. Because the more like giant angles I have like that, the easier it's gonna be. Oh, that's nice. I didn't know I could zoop the ramps. But the more angles I have like this, the more room I have to drive my little vehicles. What you doing there? You know what? Straight lines are overrated. Like everyone talks about how important they are. Like they're going to hook all of their factories up together in the end. No one's actually doing that, right? Like this factory's never gonna touch my factory back home. How dare you? Rude. Knew I was in danger the second I saw this blue slug. I'm like, there's no way. They just left a blue slug out here. Who leaves a slug? Use straight mode on platforms when building on free ground. Oh, on platforms when building. Yes, yes. Okay. So freeform out here in the middle of the desert. But in an actual factory, use straight mode. That makes a lot of sense. Problem is, I'm going to forget straight mode exists. Pretty much all the time. Where'd you go? Oh, there you are. Get back here. I still hear growling. I don't see anyone. You're not building this way? Click. I mean, we can go around the water if you want. Weird. Get back here. In the player settings, you can turn hostility off, which kind of sounds reasonable. Because, like, after a while, you're like, I just don't want to bother. Okay. Let's do straight mode now. Because we're coming in. It doesn't feel straight. Okay, hang on. Default for now. Let's get a splitter in here. There we go. Doesn't look straight. That's probably because it's not. But I don't know. I kind of like my weird Dr. Seuss factory. I'll get a lot of flack on YouTube for it. But like, as long as it doesn't overlap in like a weird way, I mean, it overlaps in a weird way, but like a weird way. I don't like clipping. This is beautiful. You know what? Why am I walking? Whee! We're fine. This is fine. We'll just get some generic power here now. That's enough to get the coal started, then I'll build 1,000,000 wires all the way back. Here's my car. Come with me. Miroku, enjoy your lurk. I'm sorry, I haven't been paying attention to chat. I missed you coming in. And hi, Seven, thank you for the advice. For some reason, my Satisfactory videos are doing really well on YouTube. Kind of surprises me. I didn't think people would want to watch like a noob playing. A lot of people have been saying it's kind of relaxing somebody so wonderfully inefficient. But, you know, bit of a backhanded compliment. I appreciate it though. Somebody commented this morning, they're like, this isn't your real job. It really is. I am an actual software engineer. And honestly, this is extremely similar to software engineering. Like everything I do in software engineering is basically take data from here, do something to it, and send it here. Like that's 90% of my tasks on a day-to-day basis. No power. Do you need fuel? You need water. I overloaded the power grid. With my one power station, how could that be? Yeah. That guy's comment is kind of ringing in my head. I'm like, does he think all software engineers just like make perfect lines here? Does he not realize the connection between Satisfactory and software engineering? But like, I've been a software engineer for a long time, like 20 years at least. And there are many, many problems I've noticed. Alright. One of those problems is that everybody tries to make everything perfect, like right off the bat. That's just a huge mistake. Most important feature in any design is that it actually works. Alright, do I need to... No? You got fuel? You've got fuel? Do I actually need 3 of these guys? Like, they're not going to stick around for very long. Just need to get the coal plant up and running. Once the coal plant's up and running, I can switch the side of the power. And I hope that's enough power to get my entire steel factory running. But yeah, I guess, like, if you're playing single player, like locally hosted, probably do have to make things a lot more efficient. But I'm playing on a dedicated server, and so I've got the benefit of the game running when I'm not here. You generating power yet? Got water. You don't have fuel. Is there any coal on the horizon? It's just gonna take its sweet time, isn't it? Alright, anyway, back to my pipes. I'm missing copper sheets, that's right. Is there copper anywhere near here? Kenshin, thank you so much for the raid. How are you doing today? Welcome. Are you still playing Once Human? Hi, Piney Ball. Impure. Gross. But it doesn't need to be perfect. Doesn't need to be entirely self-sufficient out here. We're chasing some storms with Demos all night. Got eaten by a NATO earlier. Nice. Is it fun when you get eaten by a tornado in that game? I believe you're talking about Outbreak or OutBRK. Sometimes, unless you lose a lot of money, yeah, fair. But like, does it hilariously ragdoll you? Do you get like thrown across the world? Because if not, I feel like it's a huge missed opportunity to have some hilarious physics in that game. Alright, are you gonna actually make copper ore? There you go. You and your vehicle get airborne and land with a bounce and a splat. Pretty cool. Alright. Hey, there's my coal. Finally coming over the horizon. Well, let's see. I should do introductions and welcomes. Hi, I'm Old Man Sugarheart. Today we're playing Satisfactory. I've got a big base over there by this giant space elevator. And what I've come out to the desert to do is build a steel factory. But I've got like no infrastructure out here, so I'm trying to start from scratch. I'm building a coal power plant over there. I ran out of copper sheet, so I built this tiny little copper sheet maker. So I can finish up making the pipes I need to pipe the water into the coal factory. And then I think I'll be generating enough power that I can build a couple of steel factories. The goal is to get a giant train so I can travel the world safely and quickly. Maybe not quickly. Like, I want a fun train ride. Like, I've seen people make like a monorail that like goes around the entire planet. That seems boring. I want to go through like caves and like ride across the waterfall. I want to take the scenic route with my train. This is not a peak efficiency thing we're doing here. Did I not hook a power line up to you? Alright, while that's going, I suppose I can get some more coal out here. Whoop. Yeah, I can't tell what part of the game I'm at. I still think I'm in like the first third of this game. But we've got cool stuff. I've got a dune buggy. I've got a giant beat stick. Oh. Hang in there, buddy. Alright. I'm gonna be walking the rest of the way, so I'm gonna take this. Can't reach. How about over here? Perfect. As long as there's no clipping through stuff, I'm happy. Like that. Don't clip through that. Alright, last time it yelled at me for trying to go through the water, but I'm going to try again. Easy there, Tiger. Oh, clip through the ground. Unacceptable. Here we can have a splitter. Not gonna put up with any trees in the way. Alright, let's get those copper sheets so I can finish the pipes. Because I want to build on the pipes. Yeah, I've got power. I've got some coal power now. You're gonna get some food and lurk, have a good stream? Thank you. Enjoy your food. And it's probably midnight for you, so have a good night too. Can't remember, did I take my vehicle? Yeah, it would be on the radar if I didn't. 6:30 a.m. Yeah. 5:30 here. I'm a little jealous. Like, I'm a night person. Come on. here. Like, left to my ideal devices, I would probably be keeping the same schedule as you. Play video games all night. And then when the birds chirp, don't. There we go. Noodle mode is my favorite build mode. Alright. So you... People accuse me of spaghetti, and then I go for, like, it flat out says noodle mode, and I do it. I wanted to argue the spaghetti, but nope. Spaghetti is what we do. What we don't do is feel guilty about our spaghetti. We are good enough. Alright. I'm not hook these guys up to the power line. Power ratio do we have here? Okay, on this grid, we got the capacity for 315. We're actually producing 225, and we're only using 83. I think we are good. I think coal plant is good forever. So now, we can build our dream steel factory. Whee! Here's our carefully selected iron node. It is pure iron, and then I've got some pure coal right out here. So, I mean, we could put the steel factory like right here in the middle of nowhere, right in between the two. Is that what I want to do? Or do I just want to build it on top of the coal? See, if I build it right on top of the coal, if I ever wanted to use that coal for anything else, it would become a huge pain. Here's where my software engineering skills are gonna shine. To keep it adaptable, I can have the steel factory out here in the middle of the desert, separated. That way, if that coal ever becomes, say, a power plant, or that coal ever becomes, like, used in a power plant with the ocean that's nearby, and I want to hook that coal up to the steel factory, I can. I don't know. There's still so much of this game that I don't know. I'm not prepared for what's coming, so I'm trying to keep all the factories kind of modular and single purpose, so that, like, if anything changes, I don't need to rebuild an entire factory. Alright, it's time to zoop. Alright, and we will have inputs on this side. What's the foundry do? It actually makes steel ingots. Cool. I don't know how many of these I'm gonna need. Probably a few. Like, we're not gonna worry about how much comes in and out right now. Just gonna cram as many of these in as we can. Alternate steel ingots. Now, is it just a constructor I need then? Yeah. Just make steel beams or steel pipes. And I think that's all I want. Let's see. I've not unlocked trains yet, but I think I looked at the part requirements. I think it's just steel beams and steel pipes. Looks pretty. Alright, steel beam. Steel pipe. Steel beam. Steel pipe. Steel beam. Steel pipe. And now, like, it might feel a little weird alternating like that. That way, every time I want to, like, scale up, I go down the line. Like, instead of, like, this weird thing in the middle. Like, I just start plugging in on that side, and like, I'll get 2 started here. If I need more, I do 2 more. If I do need more, I plug in 2 more. It all works out. These days, you've been going to sleep around noon. It's not great, but you can't seem to fix it. I mean, if your daily life allows for it, and you don't mind it, like, that's not a terrible schedule. I used to work remotely for a guy in Singapore. He was on the other side of the world. And so, like, I never had to, like, report for meetings or anything. And so, like, I just did my work whenever it felt natural. And what happened was I ended up waking up at 4 p.m. going to, let's see, this is all the coal I need, so I will grab 1. I would go to bed at 4 p.m., wake up, you know, take a shower, do things like that. Then I would have like dinner, hang out with friends, whatever, normal afternoon stuff. And then when they'd go to bed, that's when I'd go to work, and I'd get all my work done. And then I'd play like World of Warcraft until I heard birds chirp, and then I'd go to bed at like 8 a.m. I've lost my factory. Somewhere out here. We'll find it. We'll just stick around the ridge. It'll feel intentional. There it is. And it felt pretty good. Like just going to bed when you're tired, waking up when you're not. Like, I'm a night person, it turns out. When I went to college, I would wake up at 4 a.m. to like do homework or to study for tests. Like whenever something big was coming up. Because what I found was if I put it off to the last second, I would end up like starting at like midnight and then like being up till 4 a.m. and then waking up at like 8 a.m. for like whatever test. And that didn't work. And so what I would do is just force myself to get a good night's sleep first. And then like the only thing on the schedule after that was to study. And it was a lot easier that way. Alright. Perfect. I can have the iron like split here. In fact, let's plan for that. Try and make this pretty before we like hook things up to it. And by pretty, I mean something entirely subjective. I mean no clipping, that's what I mean. Can this be done without weird clipping? Alright, I need to raise it up just a little bit. Come on. Trying to put you on top of this thing. Here, we'll get gross for a second just so I can attach it like that. I'm doing this entirely wrong. Alright. Yeah, it's not gonna clip. And therefore is beautiful. Tuck you under. Is that my copper? Or that's my iron over there, isn't it? I need to keep iron slightly below the ridge because the rest of the coal is going to go along the ridge. It's all making sense. But on this side you can cop up to the ridge because the coal's coming from over there. Are you clipping? You're clipping. You don't do that around here. Okay, so I've got the alternate recipe for steel, which uses steel ingots, which means I need to smelt these guys as fast as I dealt them. 120. What is the efficiency on one of these guys? Did I know I can raise the height of conveyors by holding down click and looking up? No. I did not know that. 30 per minute. I get 120 per minute here. 120 per minute. Bear melt Mark 1 moves 60 per minute. So I should upgrade all of this to Mark 2. I'll do my smelting closer to the thing. I don't know if I like that. Makes avoiding clipping much easier. Yeah, that would. And like, that's my one of my biggest pet peeves is that like I get all these like short guys and I try to drive like a car under them. And so yeah, all my conveyor belts should be raised. Had I known that was a thing, I'd have been doing it earlier. It's beautiful. Okay, what am I doing? I was just moving these guys down there, and I was going to smelt over there. But then I had second thoughts. Because I never need raw iron, as far as I know. And so, like, I would rather just have one thing coming out of this node. I've built these guys way too close. Oh, this is gross. You're way too far away. You look ugly. Snuggle. There we go. Alright, so now I've got iron coming out at a rate of 120. And I need to split that. Twice. So we crank this in here. Mark II. Speed of 120. And since it splits, it doesn't really matter. It'll be less than 60 per second. And these guys are all going to join when they get together. I feel like I've done the math wrong here, but I'm not going to worry about it. And with some or any luck, it's going to come flying out of here. Mark II. It won't be, but it would be neat if it did. So you guys got 30 per minute coming out. And so when you merge together, you're going to be going 90, so you need a Mark II there. It's all coming together. Alright, now I need to get power out here, which I got some power lines over here. Are you doing things? Look at it. It's cranking. It's working. Once they all get like optimally going. That's a decent amount of iron cranking out this side. We can feel good. Is this a private server? It is. I've only got 4 slots, but I could let you in if you like. The 4 slots have been taken. I'm not sure how that works. If somebody's not logged in on a dedicated server, can you get a slot? I think I have to give you... I think I have to increase the number. Yeah, we'll figure it out. Okay, I need power down there. Players are in the game permanently, so you don't know. Yeah, I'll check with my server hosting, see if I can increase the number. Like, this was a game that, like, I think it would be fun to play with community. But I wasn't going to open it up to everybody just because it's so easy to grief in this. And so, like, I really wanted to play with strangers, but it's being restricted to friends. You'd just be on to help you, so I don't need to expand the server if it's full. That's fair. What kind of help did you have in mind? Because I kind of feel like I'm doing okay. Not that help wouldn't be appreciated. I've got like one friend who's just out there like getting sloops and Mercer spheres like it's his job. He's got some kind of secret cave laboratory that we'll tour at one point. When I run a train right through it. Doing a bunch of research too? Yeah. So, like, he cranked out, like, this dimensional storage, which I had never heard of before. And, like, he got me gas mask, parachutes, like, he's basically been in charge of research. And it's been super helpful. Like, it would be so easy to forget to explore in this game. There's so many things that make, like, your life so much easier. 120 per minute. And I need to get you guys upgraded to Mark IIs. Wait, did I not actually change these? Okay. Oh, okay. Wait, what? There's a way to upgrade these quickly, right? I did. Okay. There's a difference in height there. That's kind of hard to see. Did I successfully upgrade this bit? Yes. I'm going to very carefully watch the edge of this contraption, conveyor belt, to see where I successfully upgraded these. Did you? This means my iron guys are probably all messed up too. There we go. Speed. You haven't tested out the dimensional storage yet? It's really good. Like, it starts out fairly weak. You just put like some important things you don't want to be with. What's going on here? I just caught up with like when I was adjusting, and so there's weird gaps and stuff. If I see things slowing to a crawl at some point. Right. I actually need power down here. That's the wrong one. Stop it. Could make more efficient power lines. But who does that? Do the things. Steel beams, it's working. Not even jet fuel could melt this factory. Okay. You guys really moving as fast as you can? I didn't think so. Am I doing something wrong? It's a little chokier than I expected. Hero Mark II. Cranking these guys out as fast as they can go. Are you caught up? Because this guy was... Shoot, what if we upgrade this guy to Mark III just to see what happens? Come on, you guys are making 30 a minute, right? That should be slow, and it is. Gotcha. This guy needs to be Mark II, which it is. $30. I think this is 30 here. Alright, I think this is okay, and what, like, the backup I'm seeing is just it recovering from that one section that wasn't set up right. Okay. I need to divide this up to these guys as well. Alright. Sorry, gonna get weird with it for a second. Gross. Hang on. Alright, here's what I need to do. I need to split into 2 even pieces and then split down the middle here. My god, I'm off the world grid. We split in a weird spaghetti way, you know, our way. Get conveyor Mark II in here. And at that point, we've slowed down to 60 if we split it exactly in two. And so we get another splitter here. Alright, now the iron is being equally distributed. And it's weird. But it's fine. It's fine. I don't mind it. It's fine. So now I need to sneak some coal in here. We'll split it right here and go under everything. That'll be great. Someone put a car here. Woo! Look at that, I'm doing the thing. I'm following advice. It looks so much better. Now that I know the click and hold. Ooh, that came close. Grind it. Whew. We're doing it. I can also drop a splitter or a merger on top of an existing conveyor and add lines to it. That's a great pro tip. Pro tip. Blech. There's so many quality of life things in here. Like, I should just try stuff I think should work, because in reality they probably do. What's the problem over here? Oh, you guys are just waiting on iron. Yeah, that would do it. So now my problem is not enough iron in the world. Because I got like 2 pure nodes of ore or of coal coming in. Got like 1 pure node of iron. Coming in as fast as it can. But boy, when split into 6, that really slows down, doesn't it? If I got another pure node of iron, I can just have 1 hook into this guy and 1 hook into this guy. That would go a lot better. Alright. Iron. And I need to get the vehicle if we're going to cruise around. Favorite part is that the feet of the machine adjust to the terrain. Yeah. Such great attention to detail, right? Like, my factories may be spaghetti, but like, all the supports are touching the ground. And just to give viewers a chance to see what we're talking about, let's check out these smelters over here. Like, I didn't give them a foundation. They're on like the most uneven terrain. But like on this side, like the feet are actually touching the ground. That's such a nice thing. They didn't have to do that, but they did. Okay, hang on. Gotta find pure iron. Are you pure? Hang on. He was probably dead when I ran him over, but still. Normal. I think there was another one over here. Sorry, I'm just thinking about a hit and run where like you get out and then like beat them with a stick. Just make sure to finish the job. It's a little brutal. That's right. Are you pure? You're normal too. Maybe I can live with normal? I mean, who can live with being normal? Alright. So you're normal. You're normal. What about you? I want pure. Come on, back up. I parked on you. How are you okay? Impure. Gross. I want your filthy iron. Alright, we'll stick with the normals, I guess. But if we're gonna stick with normals, are there any closer to the actual steel plants, I wonder? Overclock the miners? That is a thing. Okay, so if I overclock the miners, I never think to overclock things. 150, so yeah, I could double the production speed. You can get up to 240. And let's see, I think the Mark III conveyors move 270. And it's made out of steel, which is what I'm making, so yeah. Alright. Power shards. Crank it up. Look at him go. Okay. If that's 240, then these should be Mark IIs. Let's see. Power hit is a bit extreme, yeah. Here's another. So many things. Overclock 250% at max. Yeah, but the max. The max conveyor belt I can have would take. I'm drunk. It would go 300. And like that little inefficiency of like a loss of 30 per second, it's too severe. It bothers me a little too much. Speaking of lost efficiency, like think I need to balance these out. Okay, another tip: you can place power poles on existing power lines to split the lines in two. You can use this to get new power lines attachment points when there are no free left. That's good. Let's see. Hello, first time viewer. Did you know you could check the purity of a node by looking at the map? Okay. So, this is the only pure iron here. Like, way off in that direction. By like that mountain. Okay. That's good to know. I didn't know that. Thank you. Okay. So these guys are coming in at full speed. These guys still produce only 30 per minute. If I just cranked up this just in case. Here's what I'm gonna do. Now these guys should come out a little faster. Or did I just move the inefficiency? What have I done? I don't know. Let's crank this up to the extreme. Whew. You have to scan or place radar towers to have them appear on the map. Oh, okay. Okay. This is a little prettier. Now things feel efficient. Oh, that's my alarm telling me I gotta get the kids to school. But I need to sit here and think about math. Like, these guys are held up. They could be more efficient. Right? Now these guys are flying out of here. Fly out of there faster. It just doesn't make sense. These guys are producing 30 a minute. This transports 120 per minute. Why are they coming out so fast? Oh, okay. They're draining. It'll get better. I get it now. I get it now. It's all making sense. It's not making these fast enough. It was just backed up in the smelter. And so eventually this flow will slow down slightly. Very, very slightly. Three mergers, 2 smelters per, and then a third to merge evenly. Yeah. I'm not 100% sure that's necessary. See, now that these guys have caught up. Yeah, I thought my math was correct on that. Like, the problem was the lockup on this merger was causing these guys to back up. Like, they're not producing fast enough that, like, I can't do this. But, like, I didn't account for, like, the wait time from this single conveyor belt. So, like, this is as efficient as these guys could possibly be. Is the ore backing up? This is a good question. The light's blue. What does that mean? It is... It is acting like it's backing up. $240 port per minute. Yeah, I think I can make this more efficient real quick. Okay. We're gonna do this before the kids go to school. Alright. Logistics. Split. My God. Foundations. That looks terrible. How's this? Can I... split here? Here. And here. And then we hook up 3 to here. It's going in at 270. We split that into 120, 120. And then 120 splits into 60 and 60. Oop, not here. Come on. There we go. All right. Now they're all going to smelt evenly. The base smelters need 30. Would need to overclock 8 of them. 60. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, so you're telling me, since they're coming in at 60 per minute, I can overclock these guys. Crank this up. And that should be peak efficiency. I got Mark IIs. It's a little overdone, but that's fine. That's fine. Woo! Alright, there we go. A peak efficiency steel plant. And the next time you see me, I should have started my train set. I've been playing for 2 hours. Rest. I don't want to rest, game, but I will. So yeah, now I just need to make like loads and loads of steel storage. Maybe hook up one of those dimensional things, so I can start uploading these steel beams to the internet so I can download them on the other side of the earth as I build the greatest train route the world has ever seen. Choo-choo! Let's go, right? Oh man, I've never played with trains in this game. I am more excited for that than anything else. Like, I don't even care about efficiency. Like, the train's not for transporting goods. It's for me to have, like, a nice scenic ride through every biome in the game. Like, the plan is to have it go around the outside of the entire world. I can't even... Can I scroll this map? Like, I want to have the train, like, start here, go all the way through whatever this mess is, go through the oil coast, around the Rocky Desert, through whatever biome this is, down to like the Green Hills starting zone, back up through here. I have no idea what's over here, and then all the way back up to the desert. And like, my next stream might just be me riding the train for 2 hours. I don't know, talking about sports. Like, I don't know. Like, I don't know how fast this train can go. Can I overclock the train? Because if I can overclock the train, that train we need to, like, crank up to full speed. I want a roller coaster. It's gonna be so much fun. Alright. I hope everybody had a good time. I really did. But I gotta get these kids to school. I'm gonna be late. Let us find somebody to raid. If you're on YouTube, you don't get to come on the raid. If you hop over to Twitch, you can. Who are we following? Who's doing something cool? Let's see. Miruku is... she's playing Coral Island. We're going to go for TCG Card Shop Simulator. That's probably the closest thing my friends are playing to Satisfactory right now. Alright, we're gonna raid Dendro Bunny. She's pretty cool. She's probably really far in this game. She's got $5,000. I don't think I've ever seen. Bye bye, everybody.